I guess, but like, there's just you figure out ways to like cheese every single fucking enemy.
Yeah, you
just
can cheese them. I think it's just there's so much shit that happens. It's so frustrating. It's like you get nipped by the smallest shit that shouldn't hit you.
Dude,
I shouldn't even touch.
And then you're stun locked for 12 seconds straight.
literally.
It's so difficult trying to like be part of that playthrough when I know like everything in the game.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's
why you're
like
the Sherpa, though.
what do I say? What do I say in this moment that like won't necessarily give you guys, the answer? It's just like essentially me
hint.
playing the game through you. And
Answer me these riddles 3.
I gotta come up with some riddles for that.
What I think is interesting, though, is like you're able to tell us where secrets are or like where something is. You're not necessarily, well, I guess with the dragon tail in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, we wouldn't know that at all.
Yeah, there's no way we would have been able to figure that out.
Yeah.
But you just being like, yeah, you can shoot the dragon tail like
get a secret
20
weapon.
times. Yeah, you get a secret weapon. It's like, okay, yeah, we can go do that.
Yeah, that weapon is like OP, by the way. It'll
seems
carry
like
you
it.
through
Get
a
upgrade
lot of
strength.
the early game.
What I liked with the very beginning of the game is it wasn't super brutal. Like the first boss, you can do like half its health
It's not bad.
if you actually learn how to do that lunge attack right in the beginning.
Yeah.
It
And
gets
then-
worse.
Yeah, I understand that. But like the first enemies like don't actually hit you. They're just there so you can understand how to hit enemies.
Yeah.
And then there's like very basic enemies with swords. And then after that, they try to teach you how to
Deal with shields.
shields, and then like ranged enemies and such. And then having to deal with 80 enemies at once.
Yeah, when you actually like pay attention to the Dark Souls progression, there's like a pretty decent like learning curve. It's not like they drop you in and it's like super exponentially hard right off the rip. It's just like no, you ramp up difficulty as you go further into the game. The bosses are kind of small right now, and then they get fucking massive. You're dealing with
like the
some
Hydra.
super skyscraper bullshit.
Yeah, when you went down into the other zone that was like kind of hidden, it was, and then we saw like there's things like in the distance that look like mountains moving.
Yeah, massive tentacles. Like I was running away from a bunch of like enemies, and Alex was like, "Oh yeah, I was going down the staircase, and Alex was, "Oh yeah, they're too scared to go down there." And I was like, "Why? There's literally nothing." And I just kept going down, and then in the distance, it's these fucking massive structures, or what look like structures, just moving.
And like the crystal enemies.
Yeah, and then there's like Ben 10 crystal dude like fucking attacking me, and then giant laser cannons just come in and destroy my shit and insta kill me.
I feel like my entire purpose there is to just drop ominous hints at things
Yeah,
every
like,
once in a
fair
while.
enough.
Yeah, they're too scared to go down there. Why?
What's so scary about a staircase?
And then you
Come
get
on.
one shot. I kind of like that aspect of it because it feels like you're being rewarded through exploration, but you're also rewarded with an immense challenge.
Yeah,
You mean punished?
shit like that is only possible because we picked up the master key. Otherwise, the route of Dark Souls is surprisingly linear.
Really? Very rigid.
Like at the very
Oh
beginning.
yeah, like they make you go through certain places to unlock certain exits or whatever, right?
Yeah. Like at Dark Souls, like at the beginning, you really only have 2 routes because one of them is like locked behind like a consumable item, which by the way, we probably will end up duping because it just has asinine drop rates and buying them is just stupid. So we're just going to end up duping them.
Easy.
That's fine. If you don't know what we're talking about, we are trying to get a Let's Play together for Dark Souls.
It's going okay so far.
Yeah, this podcast will definitely come out before the first episode.
Yeah,
comes
speaking
out,
of
but
you, by the way, welcome to the Null Thought podcast.
welcome you to the
Thought-
podcast.
Welcome you
Welcome you.
specifically.
You specifically. How
You right
doing,
there.
man? Or woman. Or
Yeah, why'd you-
Hey, person. How you doing?
How do you know they're a person?
Because you know what? If you're not a person, go fuck yourself.
Wow,
Subhuman trash.
Jeez.
you're being specious now.
Species.
What if a dog is listening to us? Like the owner put it on because they're like, "Oh, my dog gets nervous when I go to the store or whatever," and they're like, "Just listen to the radio."
That
And
dog
it's
is seething right
Hey,
now.
come here, Benson. Come here.
setting up that whole Let's Play. Yeah, Anthony's shaking his
It
head.
was a fucking headache.
Yeah, it was a huge headache.
Because like we wanted to do multi-track shit to record each piece separately so we get edited in later, and we don't have a program that does that.
I'm imagining editing is going to be a pain in
Probably.
the ass on that.
Editing is going to be mildly easy. if we have all the parts separated. And that's what I wanted to make sure of, so that if, you know, me or like one of you guys start editing it, it's not a huge pain in the ass.
I hope it's easy to sync up all three things.
It'll be super easy. I mean, syncing up is like such a mild issue.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like you can hear when it's not synced up, or you can see when it's not synced up.
Because I'm about to journey down the road of DaVinci Resolve now.
It's honestly not too bad.
The UI looks relatively simple. It doesn't seem too bad to figure out.
I think there is one or two things that I found pretty annoying to set up, and there's a couple tips and tricks that I learned that I can show you.
Yeah, I'm 100% gonna bother the fuck out of both of you on how to edit.
Yeah, it's not. Have you used like Vegas Pro at all?
Yeah, I did. I
It's
used a
basically the
little
same
bit
setup.
of editing software in like fucking like 2014. So like my knowledge is not very deep or extensive whatsoever.
I feel like it's gotten easier since then.
Oh, without it,
'Cause
yeah.
the
A lot
technology
of
is way better.
shit's just like drag drop and then
Yeah.
just like, oh, here's
Add
your
effects.
Essentially,
file.
what it is
Yeah.
too. Yeah, it's like add effects to a
Zoom
channel.
in. Yeah. It's not bad. As long as you just get like a user-friendly UI, you know, and something that has like a lot of tutorials, which I bet DaVinci probably
guarantee
does.
DaVinci has.
DaVinci is really popular because it's free. So
Yeah.
everyone's like, yeah, this is like, it's the best free video editing software probably.
Shout
on
out
the market
DaVinci
right now.
Resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get one of them subscriptions for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Using our
what do you mean?
code Null Thought at checkout.
Are they going to mention that you torrented it?
Oh, I never.
Whoa,
I would.
whoa,
I would
That's
never
fucked
torrent
up.
it.
That is
Whoa.
fucked up. Pay for your programs.
Yeah.
Unless they're $300.
And then find a sale, a really good sale.
A really, really good
Really,
sale
really, really
somewhere
good sale.
online.
On the piratebay.org.
It's not .se. Wait.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's
Let's not dox the Pirate Bay. You know.
Well, they
The government
yeah.
knows.
They
Oh, yeah.
changed it.
They know for sure.
They changed the address of it like every time they shut down. They have
Yeah.
so
Oh,
many
yeah.
backup addresses. They're fine.
There have been like so many articles that are like, you know, Pirate Bay taken down. Is this the last time? And it's just up 5 minutes later,
It's
like
up,
with
yeah.
3 million more torrents.
If it's ever
Dude,
down one time, I
miss
checked.
the old kick-ass torrents. Was
Doesn't
literally
it still exist?
no. It was
It doesn't?
if it does, that's a fake.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I remember like what was it, in like Sweden or something? The owner of Kick-Ass Torrents got arrested and like mega fined. Like
How dare they?
he's in super jail.
That's just American jail.
Yeah, that's fair. Send his ass to Alcatraz.
yeah, dude,
you're going to
jails in
America.
Sweden are probably really nice. I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, because they actually care about
Yeah.
their citizens.
They do a little rehabilitation. They don't fucking execute people.
Yeah, I mean, prison in America is like a punishment rather than like to
Learn to be
reform
better.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why people come out and get ready to be incarcerated,
Yeah.
you know, a week after they're out of the system.
I'm all the shit I learned in prison. I'm about to be back in prison.
Oh man, I joined a race war and like all this horrible shit. We shanked a dude. I'm good. I'm good.
I guess
Guards treated us like shit. We treated each other like shit. It was great.
it's better than being outside. Yeah, that's like the whole mindset behind like the American system because
Yeah.
it's for profit essentially.
Oh,
or at least
yeah.
most
In a lot
prisons
of
are
ways,
for
yeah.
profit.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. The more people you have, the more money you make. So it's like it literally makes sense.
We just wanted the money.
I don't, because I looked it up a while ago. I don't think the majority of prisons are privately owned. I think it's like 10% or something. But there's like a big industry around like prison guard, like, you know, riot gear, tasers, batons. Like
Yeah.
there's a whole, like they do like,
Oh yeah, the prison
bonanzas
guard jet
and
skis that they buy.
Yeah, exactly. They do
mean-
like expos of like equipment and shit.
I mean, it's a great example
Yeah.
that our city here has a fucking like anti-mine tank or like SUV.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, where
When
it's a
are we
big-
using this?
Yeah, it's a big suburb. Who's gonna have fucking mines?
During one of those BLM
right here.
protests.
This right here, the Kodak M12 911.
It's like,
Showing off is just like fucking pistol rail gun.
look at this! I got a space laser.
It'll quell any prison riot.
They get the heart attack gun from the CIA.
Oh my god.
Have you seen LRADs?
Make sure we poison every meal just a
LR.
little bit. Keep them weak.
The sore.
It's like the LRAD is the long range acoustic.
Oh
something.
yeah, they just like fucking blasts
Yeah.
Oh, like with-
sounds and shit.
Yeah, it just makes you fucking like puke and
Yeah,
shit.
makes
it can
you
make you
horrible,
pass
yeah.
out. It
Yeah.
can literally make you blind, or not blind.
Rupture your intestines. Just
can do a
little
lot of
bit.
It
shit
makes
to
you
you.
shit yourself.
Becoming deaf or damaging your
being
hearing
chilling.
is like the.
Sorry. I heard you start off with like a beat, and I was like, being chilling.
You guys have been
instantly
indoctrinated.
Yeah, I'm in the Bing chilling cult as well.
in my mind. Dude, every stream name or every stream title you have is just like some reference to being something.
It's a good meme. Okay, I'm sorry.
Your Yakuza playthrough was fucking being killing.
Yeah, joining the Bing killing mafia.
Oh my god, wasn't the original video like The Rock?
No, it was Cena.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
The Rock was not speaking
Yeah,
Chinese.
The Rock does not know, man.
yeah. That was a completely different
Yeah,
video.
dude. The fact that like so many people make these like
What was John
promotional-
Cena? Hold on. What was John Cena doing in China?
he's an actor. He's probably just making money.
He's just
Terry
making
Crews.
China.
Is,
Was
Terry
he
Crews
making
did
like
the same shit?
Chinese like knockoff films of his own films? John Cena just like starring in his own bootleg.
He's probably just promoting his own movies, actually, because they can release in a foreign market as long as there's no Bing chilling aspects. You know.
Yeah, as long
Like
as it's
the
not
Tiananmen
super
Square
racist.
massacre. June 4th, 1980 something.
1989,
Something like that.
1987.
Somewhere around there.
Some war crime
Somewhere
In
year.
the 80s.
As long as it's not super racist, we can. Pawn it
It's
off
just
to
an
Chinese
event.
people.
It's a thing that happened, and some people just don't accept that.
Like the entire continent of China. No,
Yeah.
the Chinese government.
Yeah, the Chinese
Yeah,
government.
I shouldn't
Yeah.
say all.
The entire continent of China.
Yeah, the continent.
Don't
of
tell them
China.
that. They'll believe
Oh
it.
my god, no. They've got all of it. They got Taiwan and Russia.
Oh my god. And Russia.
Well, it's part of Asia.
Well, it's also part of Europe. That means they also
Well,
get Europe.
it's only part of Europe, like culturally. Like the continent, like
Yeah.
actually, like Asia.
yeah, most of
Culture?
it.
Do you mean like geographically?
No, culturally.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Russian culture is like Eastern European.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Where, because like it's on the Asian continent, but it doesn't really have many like Asiatic cultural aspects, I think.
Okay.
Like past east of the Ular Mountains are basically just no man's land. Like it's Siberia basically
Nice.
from that point.
Nice. Siberia, like I would.
Place where people live. Oh wait, no, that's
Yeah.
like the prison.
Now Siberian prisons are
Well,
probably
like,
fucking crazy.
The southern line of Siberia is like where a lot of like Mongolian people live, just in Russia, like that
Oh,
ethnic
okay.
group of people.
Yeah.
I've heard some
does
shit about
Mongolia-
Siberian prisons.
Does Mongolia still exist?
Mongolia?
Yeah,
okay.
Does Mongolia still exist?
I don't know. Maybe they got it taken over, bro. The Chinese built the wall.
After-
and
one of the
After
they
Genghis
got
Khan
fucked.
was done, shit, Mongolia
Yeah,
was
they
over.
fell apart.
It's like one of the largest countries.
They're soy.
Don't start beef with Mongolian.
Mongolia
people,
is
bro.
a soy state.
Look,
You know,
They were the largest.
I like your
empire
barbecue, but you're soy.
Ever.
You're
Oh my
soy.
god.
all
Oh
I'm
my
gonna say.
god. They're saying the same thing to you. They're like, we like your prison system. but you're soy.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of soy over here.
There's actually something that I saw not too long ago. Have you guys ever seen like Adam Neely on
Oh yeah,
YouTube?
the
No.
music theory guy.
Yeah. He did a tour with his band as a part of like an American governed like cultural event where they
Interesting.
like they tried to introduce Mongolian people. Like they took a tour around Mongolia to, I guess, perpetrate American music and like demonstrate what this is our culture. This is
Yeah.
what we do. This is smooth jazz.
Yeah. What did they think? Did they
I mean,
soy?
the kid soyed over it. It was pretty cool. They enjoyed it. It was interesting to see. Just because I don't know a lot about Mongolian culture, so
Yeah.
it's an interesting aspect watching it from the other side.
Yeah, because like I think like listening to different like cultures, like music is really interesting. Like to hear the types of different instruments and vocal whatever, like like Hindu or Indian music, like they do like a lot of crazy shit with their vocals. It's just really cool to listen to. But like jazz has had such an influence like everywhere, like globally now. Like I think you see it in a lot of places, which I think is also pretty interesting.
Same thing with like
That's all I have to say about it.
pop music from
Yeah.
like the 2000s and 2010s. That shit is everywhere too.
Yeah.
J-pop, K-pop, C-pop,
C-pop.
D-
What's C-pop?
D
Chinese pop.
Oh, okay. Do they
I don't know
have?
if- I don't know
do
if-
they
I
have
don't-
idols?
I don't think it's called C-pop, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. That was just
I wonder
a
what
name.
like Chinese idols are like.
Yeah.
Because since you've been going through the Yakuza, it's just like, wow, you know what? There's a fuck ton of idols in Japan. It's like, is that like a full Asian thing? Because you got like K-pop idols, you got, you know, I mean,
J-pop.
idols exist probably in any fucking place. I think it's kind of like synonymous with like the whole
Stans.
model and
Well, no, I would say like Taylor Swift would probably be comparable to like an idol. In
Yeah,
America.
true,
You know
true.
what I mean? Like so many people love her and like they'll go to bat for her. And
Yeah.
same thing with like Nicki Minaj, which is weird, you know. But I don't know.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion, yeah, they're all idols.
I'm a Stallion stan.
Yeah,
Me too. Me too.
Define idol. The first thing that popped into my head was that it was an American Idol kind of thing.
Oh no. Okay, so I was in the Yakuza playthrough. There are these collectibles of like Japanese idols. Some of them, which are now adult actresses.
Oh,
An idol is like just someone who's in a K-pop or a J-pop band.
Yeah,
right?
for the most
Oh,
part,
okay.
it's
Who's,
like
really
a,
popular.
it's like a
like the Jungkook guy, or wait, that's probably not his name.
Jungkook.
Jungkook, yeah,
Yeah.
Jungkook.
But who's that John Cook fellow?
it's me, popular K-pop star John Cook, with my friends Robert Smith.
That's gonna be my fucking
Jeff Adams.
my new fake name.
Jeff
Anytime I
Adams,
sign up
John
for-
Adams, and then John Smith.
Hello, we are the founding fathers of K-pop.
That's their band name.
Make an American K-pop group.
We should start a K-pop group.
It's just a
Yeah.
boy band.
An A-pop group.
K-pop.
Dude. Yeah, that is really because like we don't have like that kind of culture, I think, around
Get ready for the null thought
like the groups.
A-pop group
A-pop.
forming
N-pop.
2025.
And T-pop. I was thinking a while ago how I know Taylor Swift is like a worldwide artist, but how
She's
worldwide
a phenomena.
worldwide
Don't even
phenomena.
call her an
sorry.
artist.
I was wondering how big of an actual worldwide phenomena she truly is. Like how many people, like if I were to
She's
pick
mega.
off 10 people in a street of, I don't know, Liechtenstein.
I mean, like Taylor Swift is kind of like an American household name, but like
Yeah, American.
with the
yeah.
whole like did Taylor like pop stars and stuff, they all like if you go and like sing at the fucking I don't know, it's like basically any like a global event, like the fucking what's the one thing, the
Like
Olympics
Madison's-
or
the
some
Olympics.
shit
Yeah.
like
Do people
that.
perform at the Olympics?
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
the Super Bowl
or the
is big.
Super Bowl, like shit like that. But it's just
Perform
like,
at a league event? In
yeah,
South
if
Korea?
you perform on
Yeah.
any stage that is global,
Yeah.
at that point you do become kind of like a household name around the world because everyone's gonna be looking up like, oh, what's the 2016 Super Bowl national anthem singer? And it's just like
Kelly Clarkson.
shit like that. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the fuck Kelly Clarkson is. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm pretty sure Taylor does concerts in Europe. Like I'm almost positive. About
A lot
that,
of
at
people
least
do.
here.
I mean,
Yeah.
think about Justin Bieber in that sense too.
Yeah,
Oh
true.
yeah, true.
Like
Especially because like all of those countries, they all speak like English most of the time, as well as like
Yeah.
another language.
A lot of people do English as their second
Honestly,
language.
you guys have listened to enough music. Do you really need to understand the words to just vibe with the
No,
song anyway?
definitely
No, yeah, I've started getting into a lot of foreign music,
Mm-hmm.
especially metal music, because it's like metal is such a niche genre that you kind of have to go overseas
Yeah.
Dude,
to
listening
find
to some like
literally anything.
Scandinavian metal is crazy.
Well, yeah,
dude.
I saw a chart I think in about 2011, 2012 that was like it's like a heat map of the world, and it's like how many people on an average basis listen to extreme metal, and it's like there's Canada is like yellow, which is kind of unexpected. There's some like spottier orange and yellow places around America and most other places in the world. But some European countries are also yellow, and then Scandinavia is just beat red, and it's
Oh,
like that
yeah.
makes sense.
It totally
They
makes
go hard
sense.
up there.
Well, yeah, it was invented there, like
Yeah.
black
Wait, really?
metal.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure.
Like
For the most
Norse
part, I believe it was.
rock.
Yeah.
I think about like half the genres of fucking what's the fuck they pretty much invented like gent music. I forget their name though. Meshuggah.
Meshuggah.
Like
Shout out
they're
Meshuggah.
Swedish.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Interesting.
nearly certain. So yeah, there's black metal was invented there. There's probably a lot more subtypes.
The thing about like listening to foreign music though is like sometimes you'll be like vibing out with a song
And
and
you'll
it makes
find
you
out it's
feel
horribly racist.
Yeah, no, not that. Okay, chill. But you'll be vibing with a song and you'll have a certain feeling about it, and then you like look up the lyrics and see what it actually they're singing about, and it's like completely fucking different, and you're like, oh shit. Well, now I'm depressed listening
now
to
it's
this song.
It's a super sad
Yeah.
song, but you're walking on the street with some pep in your step.
Exactly. It's like, holy fuck.
Well, I guess that's the whole
missed it.
point.
Sometimes
Yeah.
ignorance is bliss there.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that's interesting. That's the aspect of it. And a lot
Yeah,
of the part that really upsets me too is a lot of languages have a certain poetic aspect to them. Like they don't flow like an American sentence would. So poetry can be a lot more interesting in other languages.
Yeah,
I know
like
it is.
rhyming and everything.
Yeah, I know it can be really interesting in basically any Asian language because the way that they set up sentences is much more interesting, and like how words can kind of mean something else as well. There's really easy to do double entendre stuff, while in the American language, or I guess English.
Yeah.
The American language. In English, it's a little bit harder to do double entendre stuff because there's not a lot of words that mean other words. Homophones, is that what it is?
Homonyms. It's either
Homophobes?
homonyms or
Homophobes. It's
yeah,
homophobes.
Yeah, homophobes.
So like you lose that aspect of not knowing that language, so you don't know the clever wordplay. Because in English, it could flow completely differently.
Bro, just read the thesaurus.
Yeah, the fucking French thesaurus.
No,
Listen
the
to
English thesaurus. There's a bunch of words that mean the same thing, and also
Those are just
Oh, you're talking
synonyms.
about, like,
a bunch
using
of
those are
words that
synonyms.
are.
Synonyms.
I was going through the list
Synonym?
of things, but yeah, there are also
Synonym?
plenty of
Cumin.
words that like are
Cumin?
actually mean two different things. You got to look for it.
Yeah.
No, I know we have a lot, but it's just much easier to do that kind of wordplay in other languages, I feel.
Yeah, that is kind of true.
Like
Talking
in
about those
our
double entendres.
I guess Latin, it was pretty interesting to do that as well. But
pig.
Is that Latin?
No.
Und pig?
Und pig.
You fucking sent the picture of Jolene being in Fortnite, and you went und God.
Oh my god, yeah, Jolene Cujo in Fortnite.
Fucking that.
Fortnite is leeching everything. First it's MLK, then it's Travis Scott. Like, come on, where does it end?
I think the fact that Jolene, Naruto, Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
and like fucking
Thanos.
Luffy from One Piece
Oh
can all
my
be on the
God.
same fucking team.
They're a menace. They need to calm down.
They're culture vultures.
I mean, yeah, right now they're just trying to stay relevant because
Yeah.
it's like they have so much fucking money. This was the game plan. That was actually Fivehead from them.
It is. It's like
Yeah, they said, fuck our original game. Let's take this engine and build Battle Royale.
yeah, true. It wasn't even going to be a battle royale at the beginning.
I mean, there's memes about like games and FPS shooters where they have like a costume system where the beginning costumes are like this level of tactical gear, and it's like this level of tactical gear,
Like
And
actual
then-
specialist shit.
Yeah, and then 2 years into the lifespan, there's like a chicken costume
yeah.
and Barack Obama.
Barack Obama announcer.
Wasn't Snoop Dogg an announcer for,
Yeah, for Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah.
Was he actually?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
literally I got that as part of like my pre-order for the game because the previous game from Ghost was good. Well, wasn't it just a
Wait, the previous game from Ghosts,
Yeah.
that would have been
Was it-
MW3? Modern
Was
Warfare
it?
3? It was either Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 2.
but
I think it was
either one of
two.
those games, the follow-up to that game, those were the two best Call of Duty games. The sequel, I'm like, or not the sequel, but like the follow-up to
next-
that is just like, oh, come on. I know you got like plenty of unused ideas from the good game, and then this one's gonna come out, it's gonna be huge. And you give me Snoop Dogg.
That is kind of crazy. I remember I'd never played Call of Duty Ghosts. I'd seen
was
some
bad.
some gameplay
It was
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
I can't say that. There are a lot
all-
of diehard fans of Call of Duty Ghosts. It just wasn't my style.
All I remember is when they were promoting it at like E3 or PAX or whatever, and they talked about like their adaptive fish technology or whatever, and it was just like the biggest meme.
Yeah.
For a while. That shit was so funny.
The way that they went with it, the game plan that they had with Ghosts was to make it a little bit more realistic, a little bit
Yeah.
more gritty. Because with the destructible environments and the
All
way
they
that
did
the
was
weapons
essentially
were
turn the
working.
default like multiplayer into hardcore mode. That's all they did.
Yeah,
like,
the time to
kill
kill
was just like ping, dead.
Time to kill was
Really?
pretty low. The
And yet
kill
they give you a
streaks-
fuck ton of movement options. You're like, so they encourage going fast, but you also die instantly. So there's no point in going fast if you have to do something a little bit slower than you normally would.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it helps with evasiveness in that aspect.
That's fair, yeah. Especially, like, I don't know. There's just a bunch of like
Breaks some
wide
ankles.
open maps in Ghost that just kind of like it defeats the purpose. There's no like way to weave or do any fun shit in a lot of the maps, except for like maybe 4.
They kind of made the maps. That's when I think that's when they started doing the maps in like the 3-lane style that they're so accustomed to now. So there's like not really any diversity, and some of the maps were way too big for what they were doing. Like the one castle map, I forget what it's called, but or Siege, I think was the map name. It was just way too open, and like half the map you could, or like the whole castle side of the map, you could barely access until something opened or whatever.
I only have one vivid memory of like any map in Call of Duty Ghosts, and it's that dumb fucking like that like stadium like zoo kind of thing. And it's just like it has like this open section with the fucking cars, and it's like run down, it's beat to shit.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was such a gross map that I fucking hated it.
Do you remember Octane? It was a gas station.
No, I don't.
There was the gas station depot. The top of it would fall over and it would provide like cover.
Oh yeah, I do. Oh my gosh. Fuck that map. I just hate every map in Ghost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it just wasn't good. They had a lot of good ideas gameplay wise, but everything else I think they kind of just fumbled the bag on. Oh wait. Extinction was the zombies mode that they introduced, and that was like the only other game
it was
mode.
interesting. It was neat.
It was actually pretty good. I didn't play too much of it, but Sean and Dave swear by it. Like they loved the fuck out of it. So
Yeah, I mean, like when you have shitty multiplayer, like what else are you supposed to do?
See, I don't know shit about Call of Duty. All of that was like a foreign language to me. All I know
You didn't
is
get
that they
big into Call of
peaked
Duty?
at Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the Call of Duty 4. That's where they peaked.
Call of Duty 4? I don't know. I feel like you missed.
I feel like the
golden
peak
era.
was Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
I didn't play multiplayer, by the way, like ever. I only played.
Why?
I didn't have
No
Xbox
wonder.
Live. I was poor as shit.
Okay, that makes sense. Poor, you fucking. You didn't get to play Call of Duty.
You didn't even have Live. You couldn't say racial slurs when you were 10.
Oh my god. I actually did not say anything like that. I don't
Yeah.
know about. We should start asking people. That's a social experiment.
Yeah.
You're like, how many swears did you, or how many slurs did you say on Xbox Live when you were a kid? Because I guarantee you, everyone would be like, I didn't say any.
I wasn't even
like
allowed.
What you just said.
I wasn't even allowed
Exactly.
to swear because when I always played Xbox, I was like, my dad is like sitting right here behind me,
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
just like I have to. I'm raised to be the proper child on Xbox.
You have all the swearing.
I
All the
will-
slurs are in your brain.
The thing is, like, trash talk was 100% okay. So it's just like as long as I'm like quick-witted and I don't drop any swearing, and I just get inventive with my insults.
Your butt cheek, bro.
Your total cheek. Your dog water. Is like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Are you from the future?
Yeah. Holy shit.
When I got mad, I just screamed to myself.
Yeah.
I didn't say any racial slurs.
That's what I did. I would like hit my controller into like the couch or whatever. Like when I did eventually get Xbox Live and played like Gears of War, I would
Oh my
fucking
God.
rage at that shit.
Fuck,
Yeah.
like
And I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Gears of War multiplayer is the Dark Souls of competitive multiplayer shooters.
I definitely said like a lot of F slurs back then. I will say that. But
you're
I'm
gay.
bisexual.
Yeah.
So.
it was repressed.
Yeah, it was all repressed. But I think it's funny.
Yeah, because I didn't say anything, and I'm straight for the most part.
good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Good on you. Knowing what you're
Good thing you didn't turn out like me, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No,
I'm a
just-
self-hating bisexual.
We're inclusive here. We only say some
It's true.
slurs.
We're just proud of Zane.
Yeah. He's our straight friend.
Yeah, I'm the what's my Twitter bio?
emotional
say?
support
straight
Yeah.
friend.
It's my Twitter bio. I feel like
your
that's
title.
such a good tagline for me because literally all of my friends are gay in some capacity.
We're all on the spectrum.
True.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I were to define myself as if there was 0 being max gay, like I didn't like women at all, and
10 was
100 being
max straight.
being frat dude,
Yeah.
I would
Being
probably
frat
be like 85 on that scale. Like I feel like
Wait.
there's
From 0 to 10, you're 85.
no 0 to 100.
0 to 100. It's like a percentage, dude.
Did I say 0 to 10 or did I say
No,
0
you
to
said 0 to 100.
I thought
Okay.
I said 10.
I inferred it as 100.
Maybe, yeah.
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 I get it. Okay. 85. That's all right. That's respectable.
That's all right.
That's
You're not-
respectable.
Not super gay.
Where's the 15%?
It's all my dick. What would you define yourself, Alex, if you want to talk about this?
Myself? I mean, like, if I were to rank myself on the scale, on the same scale of 0 to 100, on like how much I like guys, I want to say it's more like a 55%, where it's just like it kind of takes a lot for me as a guy to like you sexually. For girls, it's like I'd say like a 90.
Well, it's a spectrum of how much you like men versus how much you like girls.
So
So
like
yeah.
if you said
a perfect 50 would be bisexual.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm like gay leaning. You know,
Gay
so
leaning.
you're a centrist.
Gay adjacent.
You're center
centrist.
gay.
He's coping right now.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
coping a
kind
little
of,
bit,
kind of.
I feel like that's not even an accurate depiction of it because with how many more genders there are, it's like, how do you even describe that?
Yeah, it's fair. It's really like ultimately all my relationships have been like on a case by case basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I've only
like,
who you like.
If I'm like okay with you, then yeah, okay. But if I'm not okay with you, well shit, that sucks.
not
It's
okay.
like you can't really just judge. It's like, oh, I'm just not okay dating men.
Yeah.
It's like that's dumb. It's like you haven't seen any men that you would like to date, kind of thing. Or it's just like it's not that. Oh, whatever. I'm going on a tangent now.
It's kind of hard to truly depict yourself, and I think we've talked about this a couple times on the Plebcast podcast.
Perhaps.
But it's
like
basically
it's weird. I'm just saying it's weird to put yourself in a box,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
for
Where it's
sure.
like just be open, but like if you're not into it, then just at that moment you're not into it.
It's
So be
hard with the whole pronouns thing and like sexually identifying with yourself because at the end of the day, it's like your depiction of yourself isn't even fully accurate.
Yeah.
Because of how much that we don't even know yet. So it's like as more information about gender science comes out, we don't really know like what I think everyone is at least some level pansexual. Because it's like I don't believe if you're 100% straight that there's not
There's
like
just
one
some kink
dude.
you haven't fucking found yet.
Yeah.
Admit it.
Yeah. I mean,
know?
it's hard to say because like, I just don't have the straight man's mentality, I guess, because going back to the scale, I'd probably put myself like 60-40, 60% like more on the straight side and then 40% gay. Because like, it's like, I don't see myself ever being in like an actual relationship with a dude. I would just only want to like, fuck them.
Yeah, me too.
have sex.
Yeah.
Guys are kind of annoying.
I kind of cringe.
Yeah, they are
sometimes.
kind of cringe.
Like I like hanging out with you guys, but like dating is like a whole different story.
Oh yeah.
I think even as a mostly straight person, it's the same way. Like I just don't vibe with dudes that much. A lot of them are it's just so hard to talk to them. I mean, I have a lot of guy friends, but it's meeting new friends that are guys is just so hard because they're so closed off emotionally. And it's like, bro,
it's
live a little.
frustrating.
Yeah, kiss me.
Come on, just have a couple drinks. We'll kiss. No
I'm
big
straight,
deal.
but I'll kiss you. Come on.
Wait, what were we talking about before? I was thinking about kissing.
Sorry, I was thinking about kissing the boys right now. Yeah.
The gayest podcast on the planet. But yeah, I think in general, everyone has at least a little gay to them that they're just either repressed. I mean, it's okay. Like me, I'm
you can
mostly straight.
prefer women or prefer like whatever. You know what I mean? But it's just like to shut yourself off completely and say like, I'm never doing that. I would never do that without even trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's another story. I think if you try and you just
fail.
don't like it, then fair enough.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
But just don't be so like. Don't be so weird about it, bro. You could be gay. You could be straight. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares?
Just be open to trying new experiences. You live on this earth for like, I think it's like a pitiful amount of weeks.
Yeah. I will say. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I just interrupted you.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I saw the funniest thing on Reddit. It was this. I had to bring it up. It was this video, or not a video. It was a comment left by someone. It was like, "What is some?" I forget what the question was, but it was like, "What is something you've seen online and you really wanted to do, but when you had the opportunity to do it, it was like just horrible." And it was like this guy talking about like how he used to watch like scat porn at a really young age. And he like was really into it for a really long time. And then when he eventually got to be like in his 20s or whatever, he paid for like a professional dominatrix who he named in the thing, and I don't remember her name. But like she's like apparently like a really popular one in the community.
In the scat community.
Yeah.
Good for him for plugging
you
the
plugged her.
business.
They call it the poomunity.
And anyway, so he gets like, they have sex or whatever, and and then she like ties him down, and she's about to like shit on his chest, and he's like, in the moment, he's like, no, do it in my mouth, and then like
Oh my
she moves to
God.
his mouth, and right before like it goes, he's like, I should have backed off. I didn't want to do this. Like he
Yeah.
completely changed his mentality entirely.
Like in that one moment.
In that moment, like when it was like in his mouth, basically.
Oh my God.
And like and he just like he finished. He like ate it, and then
Oh
he,
my
like,
God, dude.
it's horrible.
Why
I'm
do you-
just telling you.
Why do you have to
I
say
had
that,
to-
dude? No,
Because he
I
said it was in his-
understand.
he
it's
said it was in his
integral to the
mouth.
story,
He
but
said it was in his
fuck.
mouth, okay? And then he changed his mind.
Oh.
It's just insane to me.
I've heard a lot of stories like that,
Yeah.
actually, where it's just kind of like I think it's the I don't even know what to call it, like the voyeurism aspect.
Oh
where-
yeah,
and
it's
not
like a
exactly
harsh
voyeurism.
It's a harsh reality when that happens
Yeah.
too, because it's like, wow.
You kind of have like an
And-
existential moment.
Yeah, you're like your whole reality shifts.
You're just
at
like,
that
what am I
point.
doing?
Yeah. Well, because it's like having access to porn. I think generally is like an okay thing, but
Yeah,
definitely
also,
it gives you access.
You work
to
as a
the-
bystander in that
Yeah.
case too. You're never actually in the scenario.
Exactly. You're not.
So
you
who
don't-
knows? You
don't
might
have the
just actually be a
smells,
voyeur.
You don't know
man.
the textures. You don't know what it feels
Yeah,
like.
it's a completely different
Yeah.
experience for the dude who's eating
That
poop.
dude is a scat voyeur.
Yeah, maybe.
He would be into it if he was just
Or wait.
watching someone
Yeah,
get
that's true.
like
Or maybe
eat
a
shit.
scat cuck.
Scat
Scat
cuck,
cuck.
yeah.
I wish that was. I wish that was.
He
me
has
getting
just
shit
now
on.
created his own new genre of scat fetishes.
Yeah, good for him.
I mean, there's probably a lot of people like that who don't necessarily want to. Well, they don't even know it yet in terms of this guy.
Mhm.
Because you don't know how much you actually enjoy it until you're the one being pooped on.
Especially
True.
if you watch some really fucked up porn. Like
Yeah.
there's like some crazy like hentai shit that people watch.
Oh
and, like,
yeah,
and
yeah, there is.
And I bet you that they're all thinking like, oh, if I had a girl that did this in real life, like they'd be fucking pogging out. But like,
I wish I could inflate
Yeah.
her to a balloon,
yeah,
bro.
like
I wish you would eat me.
I wish I had a futanari that whose dick was like the size of my torso. Fuck.
Oh,
That's insane.
by the way,
Animation has like opened a gateway into pornography that
It's the
should not have
fantasy
been.
aspect.
It's literally Pandora's
Yeah.
box of porn.
You can do anything when it comes to animation.
But what were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask, did you guys do like the BDSM test refresh?
No, I did not.
I didn't do it.
I
I
still
had
have
a-
my. I still literally have the picture of my results.
If you
from
can
last
find
time I
it,
took
we can discuss it. But I redid mine and I basically didn't do anything. It was mostly the only thing that changed was previously I liked to be more of a sub, but now it's shifted to be a dom. So it's kind of just, I guess, aging, getting to experience
Yeah.
new things.
Yeah, I remember for the most part, it was just like I'm a switch who's predominantly top. So, yeah,
I don't know. I didn't take the test because I completely forgot about that. But
it's all right. We know.
But I could just talk about it. With like women, I'm definitely more of a dom. But I'd definitely be down to switch. I think that could be fun. I've never done it though. Just haven't found the right one.
Mhm.
But and then
The right dom to poop in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. I need to find that Reddit post again.
Was it dominatrix main?
What was her name? What was her name? And then but with men, I'm mostly a bottom. I wouldn't want to put my dick in a dude's ass.
Yeah, that's another thing about dudes. They're dirty.
Yeah, they got stinky butts.
The amount of people-
Except me.
If you're a gay dude and you're about to get it, shave your ass
Shave your ass. Well, some guys like
or
it
wax
hairy.
your ass.
I mean, it's
guys
okay,
like
yeah,
it.
that
it's
is-
okay to
that
be
is fair.
hairy, but just
Yeah.
make sure you're
'Cause
cleaning
it's a natural
yourself.
thing. Yeah, you just have to be clean.
That's fair.
It's well, like the bears and otters type deal.
I'm just saying, it's just like I know it. I got a hairy ass, but if I got to do it, I'll do it.
If I gotta,
The
if I
amount
gotta
of people
take it.
that don't shave their ass is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like it's so much harder to wipe your ass when you have when
I
your ass
know.
is hairy as fuck.
literally true.
It's like, why would you ever subject yourself to like wiping for fucking like 5 minutes, like 3 different rolls of like, you know, going into the roll and like wrapping around your hand or whatever, and then fucking doing it.
This really is the soy podcast.
true.
I'm soying. Wax your ass, bleach your asshole, keep it fresh, guys. Come on.
I mean, it's like you don't have to shave your ass because I know it is a lot of a hassle.
Dude,
and a lot
you
of people
all-
just
like,
it's
don't-
not a
even-
hassle. You just
And if anything, just
Down
like
each cheek.
just trim it, dude. Like that shit. Like if it gets long, it's bad.
wait. What are you guys using to trim it?
I use a razor. I sometimes
I
use
think that's
a.
insane.
I just go clean shaven.
That's so. Wait, like you shave it with an actual razor?
No, but I'm just
What do you
saying
mean
like
clean shaven?
It depends.
I go in with an electric razor.
An electric
Yeah.
razor. I would say
I do both.
Oh, okay. I would never use like an actual razor.
God,
like,
no.
Same thing with
Dude,
around my dick. I'm never doing that.
For a while I used like a manual razor for my fucking balls.
No.
And that's
Like a with a one blade razor, a straight razor.
I'm going bald
No.
down there.
But
Put the shaving cream on.
but yeah, you get precise.
You have to. You have to fucking trim it like a bonsai tree if you're using shit like that.
I learned like ultimate patience doing that shit. Like if you sit me down for any task, I can fucking do it, no problem. That
how I honed my
that will probably be
chakras.
an easier thing than just trying to shave your balls.
Yeah. I also think just like having like a razor shave on your pubes is so close.
Ooh,
like
dude, I got one of my fucking like my nut once, and I was
he just grabbed his crotch in front of us.
Oh my god.
sorry. I was thinking of the pain.
He just grabs his whole sack. He's like, right here.
Right here in my sack.
Oh no, I'm literally just cringing thinking about it because it was just such a like an intense moment of like I just nicked my balls.
Yeah, I've nicked my balls with like the electric razors or whatever.
Still
but
not fun. That's just like a pinch.
It's like a little pinch, but it's not and you bleed a tiny bit, but it's not horrible. But it's like I could not imagine putting a fucking razor blade to my crotch. Fuck that.
You get careful real quick.
You're insane.
Yeah.
Both of you guys.
I can imagine it's probably maybe not for the ball sack, but it's probably just as bad, if not worse, for people with vaginas.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
it's like, the Happy Trail section is pretty easy. It's mostly just flat, where we would have like a penis and dick and balls.
Yeah, but they're going around folds. Like, I think pubes are fine. They just have to be like kind of trimmed. You know what I mean? I don't like bald. Bald
Got a
is
set
too
of
much.
teeth. You ever see
Ultimately,
that?
it's just
that movie?
preference.
Yeah, it's definitely preference, but I'm just saying, bald is too much.
You guys remember that one movie
don't
of
need to do
the
that.
like it was a horror movie of just like a vagina with teeth?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, what the fuck was it called?
I forgot what it was
I
called.
think it's just called Teeth, right?
yeah.
Is it?
I
That's
think
such like
so.
a ridiculous premise for a movie.
It's like the fucking tire that ran around killing
yeah,
people in
Robert.
the desert.
His name was Robert.
I thought the movie was called Rubber.
Yeah, but the tire's name is Robert.
His name is Robert.
I'm pretty
It had
sure.
a name.
I'm
What?
pretty sure.
What movie are you guys talking about?
Rubber.
Rubber?
You've never-
Yeah.
It's,
No, what?
It's about a tire who has psychic powers and can make people's heads explode. Doesn't he
probably.
do that? I'm pretty sure
What?
he does that at one point. I think he does that.
This has to be like a D movie film.
Well, it was
It's
around the
pretty-
time.
it's
It was
pretty
like a
alright.
Sharknado-esque movie where
Yeah.
it was like
It's
after
basically me.
Sharknado came out and everyone's like, "This is the worst movie ever."
Yeah.
There was a lot of movies that kind of tried to piggyback off that hype.
The B movie.
Yeah.
Where do you
trope.
think? What do you guys think is the worst movie?
The worst movie?
Oh, fuck, I don't even know. I don't watch movies enough to be able to distinguish what is a good and bad movie.
Okay, well, what was the worst movie you've seen?
Yeah, what's the worst movie you've seen?
See, the thing is, I don't even know.
Because I want to say mine is probably gonna be it's either the Assassin's Creed movie or
Oh,
Oh, the
the
fucking-
Far Cry movie that came out.
I never watched that.
Yeah,
but-
you've never watched it. You've never seen it. You don't need to. It's so fucking dog shit.
The Dragon Ball Z movie that came out
Which
a while
one?
ago.
Which one?
Was it animated or
It was live action.
Oh, that has
Wha-
to be cringe.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! What a repressed memory! No way!
Core memory.
My
unlocked.
mom went to that because I'm sure she was excited to see it, and then she dragged me and my sisters along with me. I was interested in it, but I hadn't seen Dragon Ball at that point. But
Goku
seeing
was
it online,
white as fuck.
yeah, they really fucked up that cast.
Wait, I think I do remember the trailers, but I never watched that fucking movie.
It was.
He wasn't even like a good Goku-looking white dude. It was just like
It was-
you just
yeah.
got some dude off the street. You pulled him in.
Chris
and-
Pratt could have been playing Goku. and I went,
Honestly,
Chris Pratt is Goku.
He's gonna be Mario.
That's gonna be ridiculous. Is that a live action movie?
I think
Or
so.
is it
Well, yeah.
it
Why would?
is.
Yeah.
it's a live.
Well,
action
I thought he was just
movie.
gonna be doing voice
Nope.
acting. Wait,
Live
how are they
action.
gonna make a live action Mario movie? What the fuck?
With Chris Pratt.
How is that even gonna work? Holy fuck.
I mean, the Lord
That's
of the
gonna be
Rings
the-
did some interesting things to make all the different races.
What did they do?
Oh, they what was it like the? I would have to look it up in specific. I saw the video on it like a long ass time ago, but just a lot of like the cinema shit that they did for that movie, even like the and also like fucking what was it the Planet of the Apes movies? All those all the gorillas on like scene were like motion captured.
oh yeah,
Really?
when
Yeah.
they get the lights that blast their face, so they're
Yeah,
super lit
yeah.
up, and then they do like the the map of it.
And
or
like it
whatever.
was just, it
Oh,
was
that's
really
interesting.
cool the
Yeah.
kind of shit that they did. So I'm curious to see what they could do with something like that.
I think it's gonna look so bizarre and be really weird, and be bad. I think the worst movie that I ever saw though, or my least favorite movie that I've seen probably was the Avatar live action.
Oh
movie.
yeah,
Oh my
that,
God.
that
That one is
one's
easily
down
dog
there,
shit.
but
Yeah.
I still hate those other two movies.
Well,
You're-
yeah,
just to
I couldn't
confirm-
remember anything else.
Just to confirm, you're talking about the Last Airbender or the blue people?
The live Last Airbender.
Okay, yeah.
I thought
the
the Blue
Avatar
People
movie,
That movie
pretty
was
good.
pretty bad.
good. Yeah, they're what?
You didn't like the Blue
You
People?
didn't like it?
That movie is just so.
It was just like a mediocre sci-fi film.
I
so
was
I
talking
enjoyed
about-
It was a
um,
CGI like demo reel. That's
Pretty
what it was
much,
for
yeah.
me. It looked sick. But what were
I
you
was
saying?
I was talking about the Last Airbender movie because that was
Oh,
not
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
but
that one was dog shit.
the Avatar movie, the Blue People movie, is. I just thought it was just like every other action movie where it's like,
Yeah.
we need to protect. It's like a military man goes in. He's like, we need to protect these people, and it's like
yeah.
the people that I work for are actually evil. A big explosion, save people.
I think I was just impressed by the sci-fi fantasy aspects of it.
Yeah,
that's what really saved the movie for me.
It was like the CGI on a grand scale like that. I thought was really cool. Like the way that they did, just all the different parts and shit. But it was really just a B movie like script basically.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The CGI showcase is a really good example of it because I'm pretty sure the entire movie is a green screen.
Yeah, there's like some parts where
There's
the
probably
guy's in
just
a
some
wheelchair,
dudes in
but
front of a green screen, anyways, for
Yeah.
most of it.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
I have seen. I've been watching with my girlfriend Jenny. Shout out Jenny.
Shout out Jenny.
Shout out, Jen.
We've been watching the Spider-Man movies with her brother and a couple of their friends.
The what movies?
The old Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
movies,
Okay,
because the
okay.
new one came
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
No Way Home.
Is
And I will say that I haven't seen any of like the Marvel universe. I've seen a couple DC movies.
have you seen the new one?
Yeah, we just went and saw
Okay.
it.
Is there a
yesterday.
Stanley reference in there?
Stan
Huge
Lee.
spoilers right now.
No.
huge
Oh, no.
spoilers.
No spoilers.
It is absolutely a spoiler.
But is there a
the
You asked
Stanley
me a
reference?
question.
Is there a Stanley reference? I'm just asking
No.
yes or no. Okay.
Is
At
there a
least I didn't
Stan
notice
Lee
one.
NFT reference?
No.
Yeah. Where is the Stan Lee NFT?
It's
If
coming.
Marvel does that, they are actually going to be the worst company
Apparently,
in the world.
apparently some company in China like owns Stan Lee's likeness. I heard
What?
I heard this this might be completely
What?
wrong. I like read this off of a blurb like off some article or something, and they said that they like had plans of like doing some NFT shit with Stan Lee's like likeness, which
No.
is so fucked.
Stop.
So
That is
it wouldn't even
That
be
is how you get people to
Yeah.
support a war against you.
like it wouldn't even be in Disney's control at that point.
I'm not even
you
a
know?
huge like Marvel or Stanley comic book fan, but
That's
like
just
that would be
bizarre.
so
Yeah.
that would be ruthless.
Bizarre.
That is ruthless capitalism out there.
We got to make it an NFT if it's popular.
This popular guy died. NFT.
Yeah, NFT.
I'm gonna turn you into an NFT right now.
Speaking of bad movies, though, in the Spider-Man movies, so like the series goes
Do you
one
hate
and
the Tobey
two.
Maguire movies?
What?
Do you like the Tobey
No,
Maguire
that's what I was going to
movies?
mention.
Okay.
Did you
The
watch
Tobey-
the Andrew Garfield?
The Andrew
ones?
Garfield movies are great.
Oh, okay.
I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like mind-blowing movies,
Yeah.
but they're pretty good
Like for a
action movies.
superhero movie,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're pretty good. The Tobey Maguire movies though are so fucking awkward.
Yeah, they really are. Oh my gosh. I think what was it? The fucking Spider-Man 2 where he gets the black suit?
No, that's
or is it 3?
Yeah.
It's just like the entire like evil Toby arc.
Yeah.
His fucking combed over hair. And he's the scene where he's in the fucking bar as soon as he goes all evil or whatever with the
my
black
God.
suit. He's walking in doing finger guns to
Yeah.
like literally everyone. It's like you could have picked him to do literally anything else, but you make him do finger guns to show that he's evil with
Yeah.
like combed over hair.
He was evil confident for some reason.
It's so bizarre. It's like one of those. It's like a plot move that you're just watching it going, what is going
Yeah,
on?
what's happening?
At that point, I just don't. I got really confused of his motivations at that point too. Where it's like, okay, well, what's so good about the current scenario you're in?
Well, I think he's all drugged up on the venom, bro.
I guess so. Like that. I don't know. It was just weird.
The I don't know. I think they probably were bad movies, like generally, like from an objective standpoint. But I think they're fun, like to watch. I think
Yeah.
like they have like a lot of entertaining aspects to them.
I'm also tired of seeing like all these origin stories so
Yeah.
many fucking times
Especially
over.
for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I feel like
literally-
Spider-Man. They're finally like confident with the actor that they actually casted for like the series. So I feel like they're gonna run with him for at least a little
Yeah.
while.
Well, I think they were probably confident with Tobey Maguire, but then I'm pretty sure he went through some shit.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that.
I think a little bit of spoilers here, but with the whole Avengers aspect of Spider-Man now, they wrapped up the fact that there are like this infinite origin stories of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like they made it canon essentially.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, because it's like the whole thing about the Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah.
Like yeah,
It leads
that
into
movie
that,
was sick.
but-
Into the Spider-Verse, that shit was awesome. That's probably one of the best Spider-Man movies that exists.
The newest one is actually really fucking good.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean,
I've yet to see it.
not knowing.
Did you watch the other Tom Holland ones?
No, I did not. I didn't watch the first two. Bless you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bless you.
I didn't watch the first two. I
Yeah.
only watched the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield ones. But, I mean, Tom Holland to me is always just kind of a weird actor. But I can get
Really?
into that after.
Yeah, I think he's a pretty good actor. I think he makes for a good Spider-Man, even though he's British. But
That's why I don't like him.
but
Just to get specific.
I think like he has like the attitude like that.
Yeah, he
the
has like
Spider-Man in
the
comics
witty,
does. Yeah.
the witty Spider-Man. He's like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah,
he's just like
friendly,
he's good.
witty. Yeah,
He reminds me too much of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, where he was kind of just like, okay.
well, yeah, he's a little. Spider-Man has to be awkward.
He
You know
needs
what
to
I
be
mean? He's
alpha,
like-
bro.
It fits into his
Andrew
canon pretty
Garfield
well.
is the alpha Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield, he's like a hipster in that movie.
So
He's not even like a nerd. He's just
But,
like,
like,
he's a little
he's
bit
a
of a nerd.
robotics geek.
Canon
a
Spider-Man had to like,
But he's
kinda
hot.
Canon Spider-Man like had to play himself down to like not get noticed. But like the Tom Holland one, they just take a different origin story in the comic series about like the origin of Spider-Man, because the other ones were like the organic Earth like
Spider.
515 bullshit, or it's like I think that one was the spider bite gives them the powers.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland is part of the origin story where he's just a smart dude, and he just figures.
No, I don't think he is. I think he gets bit by a spider.
He does get bit by a spider, like the web fluid and stuff. He has to make his own like shit like that.
because Andrew Garfield, his Spider-Man, I don't think he gets bit by a spider. Does he?
Yeah, he does.
He does.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
because I think it's the same one because he also makes the
Okay,
the shit.
okay.
But that's a Sony. That's a Sony production. It's not Disney. So
Yeah.
they probably wanted to canonize their own.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire is the one with the built-in webs, right?
Yeah. He's cooming straight out of his wrist.
Dude, I wonder what the fuck that feels like. It's probably so uncomfy.
Yeah,
Like,
it might feel like nutting a little bit, just with not the orgasmic.
Just as soon as
feel.
you shoot a web.
it's nutting without orgasm.
I think it just feel weird to know shit's like feel shit coming out of my wrist.
Because they were thick. They
What if
were
it's actually
thick.
just coming out from his armpit and just like going? all
Well,
the
where
way
does it
down?
originate from?
His sweat glands.
Ugh.
They originate from my glands.
My glands. Actually, yeah. Where
he
where
actually
does
has just a
generate the
tube
webs?
connected to his ass.
There's probably a canon fact about that.
Yeah. Where's web glands are?
Yeah, it's probably
It's-
located in his forearm or
Maybe
some
like
shit.
down here, like in his chest.
Yeah, and it just
Either
goes.
side.
There's like a vein that shoots it out or something.
Does he ever run out?
Yeah, can you run out? I think you just have to eat.
Sorry,
more.
I've been gooping a
like
lot
it's your
today.
body just.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can fight another criminal.
Does it ever happen? You watch like the Tobey Maguire ones.
I don't
does
think
he,
so.
Does he ever
Well,
like?
They
There are times
mention-
when he like limp nuts. And
Well,
he
that's like
just
in the
kinda, he
beginning
just
when he's trying to
misses,
learn it.
yeah.
I think they mention the fact that they have to keep making more,
Oh,
and I don't think they ever run out of anything.
interesting.
Like the ones who do have to make it, or I guess
Oh,
Tobey
yeah.
Maguire as well, who has to make it in his body. I don't think they.
Logically.
I didn't see the first Tobey Maguire movie,
Yeah.
which is probably the worst one, to be honest.
No,
Or
that's probably
the
the
third
best
one's
one.
probably. Yeah, you're right.
The third one is definitely the worst.
Yeah, it's the reason he got a sequel and a
Yeah.
trilogy.
Oh yeah, the third movie is the one where he turns into the badass Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire.
Oh yeah, cool Toby.
cool Toby.
cool Toby. But yeah,
Like
those-
there's just Tobey Maguire and then Tobey Maguire with sunglasses.
Yeah, cool Toby. It literally just is the fucking movie though.
Yeah, true. I think in the origin for Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, like the Spider-Man 1, I think was really fun because like he had to go through the whole arc where he was like wrestling in the cage with that one dude and he had like the janky ass costume. You know what I mean? I don't know if did Tom Holland ever get like a janky costume, or did he get picked up by the Avengers? Like,
No, he had a
super quick?
janky
He did?
costume. Yeah.
Okay.
It was his.
Oh wait, yeah, he had like the jacket on, right?
Mhm,
And then
mhm.
yeah, okay, I remember that. Yeah, they were good movies. Like the Tom Holland ones, I think they were pretty good too. Good action.
Just to clarify, the reason why I'm skeptical on Tom Holland is, well, he has a really good accent, like an American accent.
Yeah.
He's a good actor, but I feel like his role as Spider-Man is just, like I said earlier, too close to Tobey Maguire.
Maybe, but that's the role
it's
that
the
he's
role,
playing.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
the character he is.
Because like
he's doing his character really well because quite frankly, Tobey Maguire did his character really well.
Yeah.
They
They're
paid homage
remastering
to the actual.
I didn't like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man either. I think if I were to rank them, it would probably be Andrew Garfield, Tom
Yeah, I
Holland.
think
You
You
just
just
might
might
not
not
like
like
Spider-Man as a
Spider-Man.
character. Yeah.
well,
Because the thing is that they're two different origin stories, I think, with the Andrew Garfield one and then Tom Holland. And I think like the Andrew Garfield one is a little more gritty and it takes itself more seriously. I could be wrong about that.
it's a little bit gritty. I mean, it's not super gritty, but I mean, there's
some
there's
important
definitely
people
some fucked up.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely some fucked up shit that happens.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you guys not like Andrew Garfield as
I
Spider-Man?
didn't see it, so I don't know.
Because for me, that's
I-
my favorite one. I think it's the most accurate.
I don't have anything against
There are
him.
so many different versions of Spider-Man. I'm okay with all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're innately bad. I just don't think that they're
I'm
great casting roles.
I'm a kind of a Spider-Man fan myself.
Who do you think would be a good Spider-Man?
I don't know. See, the thing is, like, the idea of the Spider-Verse is
Question my
that
knowledge, by the way. I'm a fake fan. Like I like Spider-Man. I don't keep up with all this shit.
Yeah.
Casual
You
fan.
knew like the name of the fucking drug that turned him into a spider, bro. The 51E5.
Oh no,
whatever the fuck.
that's what parallel universe he's from.
Oh,
He's from
dude,
Earth
okay,
515.
yeah. I'm a fake fan, by the way.
with the idea of the Spider-Verse is like there are so many different origin stories of, Spider-Man. So it's like, why do they all have to be kind of similar? Like, why does Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man need to be what Tom Holland is being based off of?
Well, I mean,
That
I
could
think
also be
the
wrong.
character in most universes is like that. Like he's kind of like an awkward teenager who has some, wittiness to him, but is kind of cringe at some
Yeah,
point.
there's like middle-aged Spider-Man too. He exists.
Yeah, but that's like, but he was young at one point, you know what I mean? And he was probably cringe himself.
Yeah, it's a continuation
Yeah.
of one of the Spider-Men.
I get that there's constants with the Spider-Man origin, which makes it iconic, but it's like if they establish that there could be so many different varying
Well, here's
aspects
the thing.
of it.
Yeah.
Like, in every single one of the Spider-Man origins, it didn't have to be Peter Parker too. Like, you could have made like any number of Spider-Man origins.
Yeah, with
But
different
I think my
names.
main problem with all the movies, like the movies themselves and not like Spider-Man, was that just like I don't want to see Peter Parker again. Like,
Who's like another main character in Spider-Man?
I mean, like Miles Morales was like
Yeah.
like the pretty much the next huge one after Peter Parker.
Like,
But yeah,
expand on that
there's
a lot.
like a ton of different Spider-Mans. Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Isn't
Spider-Man.
Gwen Stacy like one in one universe?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're mentioning that.
pretty sure.
So like why why is it bad that
I don't know,
Andrew
just, like-
Garfield is like the Chad Spider-Man?
I just feel
I don't
like
think it's
they
bad.
miscasted him for Peter Parker.
No, I don't know. I've seen like fucking 30 minutes of like maybe the first one with Andrew Garfield, because I remember him like making the web thing and then like sitting on his roof or whatever. But like, and I had nothing against him. I just think like the
The point
Generally.
that Alex brought up was really eye-opening because if
salient.
no, well, is that the right word?
I don't know.
With like being Peter Parker Spider-Man, you do kind of have to keep the personality of Peter Parker. So I guess that makes sense because if they're going to establish other people being Spider-Man, that's when they can introduce new origin stories or different
and then like
personality
you're
traits.
basically really defining your actor into the role of Peter Parker.
Yeah. So yeah,
Because
that makes sense.
you aren't just Spider-Man, you are Peter Parker Spider-Man.
True.
Yeah. In that case, I guess Andrew Garfield would be the one that strays away from Peter Parker the most then.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just like,
I mean,
It's
on
just
the
different.
spectrum from Beta to Chad, Beta would be Tobey Maguire, Chad would be Andrew Garfield, and then Tom Holland would
Is it
be like nice
Sigma?
middle.
He's a Sigma.
I don't think he's a Sigma. I think he would be right in the middle. He's kind of a centrist.
he's the centrist Omega.
All right, that's going to be it for this episode.
Bye.
adios.